I went to Parliament in 74. I stayed in the Rajya Sabha for 4 terms till 98, continuously. Unfortunately for me, Indraji died in 84. It was a tragedy. And then when Rajiv came, he made me a minister. I had worked with him in the party when he was General Secretary. I was Mahila Congress President. So I had worked very closely with him, and he had great faith in me.
He's a good man.
Very good person.
Very decent chap.
He made me a minister. I became Minister for Women, Children, Youth, and Sports. And he was so supportive. I did so many things, new legislation, sports policy, increase my budgets for everything. And they were glorious, maybe the most glorious 5 years when I first became minister. But 89 we lost. And then Rajiv was gone. So I was still in Parliament. My term finished in 92, but Narasimha became Prime Minister. Later, first there was a gap.
I remember.
VPC. And that's history. I became a minister in Narasimha's government. Stayed there, and then my term finished in 98. I tried for the Lok Sabha. I lost. But, it was that Vajpayee's government of 13 months. And there was the election again, and I won the next election and came to power. But it was not our government. It was the other government. I came to power. In 2004, we do have some tea
Later.
2004, I lost again. And I must say that Sonia ji called me and said, I know that you've lost, but I want you in the party. I'm appointing you General Secretary of the AICC. So I became General Secretary of the AICC till 2009.
Wow.
I worked with her full time, and I was first time in the history of the Congress. She gave me 8 states to handle. I was handling 8 states from Maharashtra, Goa, Punjab, Haryana, the Northeast, and Goa, Daman, everything was with me. She had great faith in me. I worked. And then 2009, I had a difference of opinion with my local leadership. I made a statement that seats are being sold for the assembly election. And that upset everybody. So Sonia ji called me and said, why did you do this? Everybody knows you're literally my spokesperson. How could you? I said, you brought me to the AICC. I have spoken the truth. I have proved that people were collecting money. But if I have upset you, I will send you my resignation letter immediately. And that very day, I sent my resignation letter and stepped down. But within a few months, she sent me as governor. So I went to Uttarakhand first. And then after 2 years, they shifted me to Rajasthan. And when I was in Rajasthan, the government changed. The Congress government went and Modi came. So I went to the Prime Minister. I said, I've come just to greet you as the new Prime Minister. I have not come to ask for anything. And I was a Congress nominee, so I'm prepared to step down. He says, nahi, aap kyun resign karenge? You're doing a good job. You will continue. So he let me continue. And when I was in Rajasthan, He gave me additional charge of Gujarat and Goa
Well, as the governor.
as governor.
Wow.
So I was looking after 3 states.
I didn't know you could do that.
Additional charge because he made those Congress people resign
Mhm.
and gave me additional charge of both these states. So when my term finished, they asked me to continue. I said no.
Mm.
I didn't want to make any compromises because if I was in a Raj Bhavan, I would have to fall in line or create public controversy. I said no, I've done my job. So 14, I went back, came home, and this is where I live. I've had a very active time even after I came back. I mean, the state election committee, I've been in the campaigns, I've been working at all levels.
But you're Congress always.
Always. I stood, I mean, I have worked for the party throughout. There was, I must mention, a little gap when we were all, Karnataka was expelled, entire unit for having asked for the election of Dev Rajas. As he was PCC president, they wanted him to step down. So I was trying to negotiate. I went to Raji. I said, he will step down. But for the sake of respecting the wishes of the local people, Devrajas was an elected president of the PCC. They want a symbolic election. Whosoever you want, we will elect, but they want an election. That was a resolution of the PCC. She said, nothing good. I will decide. So on that ground, we had passed a resolution. So Pranav Mukherjee was the observer. We were all expelled without notice, without giving us a chance to explain nothing. Everybody was expelled. So we were out. I didn't join any party. I just sat in parliament. We were not, there was no anti-defection or anything. I just sat in parliament, did my work and came back. At that time, Gundu Rao became chief minister here. And he was Sanjay's man. And Sanjay wanted me out at all costs. So when the election came, I mean, I had packed to come back.